my god, I look like I just woke up because I just woke up. So I am back with my annoying presence to annoy you. Or so like, you know what, God was like, you know what, Shakeel is so useless, so he deserves a talent, so like utterly useless, but like he should have the talent. And that was my good handwriting, and like I know how to do calligraphy. And I generally have a very cliche pretty handwriting. I have that handwriting, like, so I don't have like much of a character in my handwriting, but if you do, good for you. So I think I will teach you guys how to do calligraphy. Even if you don't have to have like anything at all. You don't have to. I'll teach you like 3 methods that I know. Also, I want to let you all know that the calligraphy that I'll be doing is called brush lettering art. Like, its end product will look like what it would if it was written with a brush, like if it was written with something like this, like a brush. Yeah, so that's what the end product will be like. So you will need zero like stuff, okay, because like I'm cheap as heck, okay. So like I think you will need like basic amount of things, because share basic cheap things, so like you don't have to go like buy expensive stuff. To first calligraphy that I'm teaching you all is faux. Like, faux means fake, and fake calligraphy in the sense you're not using a brush, but you're using a pencil. Like, all you will need for this is a pencil. For the first type of calligraphy, you will calligraphy pencil. Second type, you will need a brush pen. This is Camlin brush pen, okay. Camlin brush pens are cheap as heck. It's literally so cheap, like literally the cheapest brush pens ever. And it's good also. It's not like the best, but it's good. Like, you can do beautiful calligraphy with it. Like, no worries. Like, there's like no worries, okay. So like use this. Or if you want to go like a little hi-fi, if you've got the coin, if you can go and like get Tombow stuff, because it's expensive. And yeah, you will need some papers. After that, you will need a pad. But you don't have a pad, but your country cancelled your board exams, and you have like a ton of books that you don't know what to do with. You can use one of those books. Like, look, it was interesting. Wait, how much I have studied to fail. Yeah, let's continue our calligraphy. I like, write something that your heart says. Like, your heart will say something to you, okay. Like, and that is everything that your heart wants to say to you. And if you go by that way, your heart will be amazing. Like, your life would be amazing. You always have to listen to your beautiful heart, okay. Stroke and downstroke. I'll show you what's an upstroke and downstroke. So let's see this word I will enlarge this word. This word is I. As you see, this is a downstroke. I went down in this direction, and then I went up. This is an upstroke. And then I went all the way up, and was an upstroke. And I went all the way down, which is a downstroke. And then I went all the way up, and then I curled a little up, which is an upstroke. So upstrokes should be thinner and downstrokes should be thicker. Another eye for you guys. So upstroke, this is an upstroke, so this is thinner. So it's an upstroke, and then I'm coming downstroke. For downstroke should be thicker. So what I'm doing is I'm making another thing over here, another stroke over here. So what you can do after that, you have to fill this in. You have to fill the gap in. Okay, so yeah, you should literally like fill the gap in. So like I'll show you like if you want to, you can leave the phrase like this. This is, I don't know the name for this, but like I call this skeleton, okay, because this literally like is framing the shape of the word. Like even this would become a font. Like it's all fonts, okay? You can all come up with like different fonts, okay? It's all like fonts, and you can like come up with different fonts, okay? Art is not ugly. Lettering art is something that I'm good at, so it's not ugly. It would go against my brand if I do something beautiful in this channel, because my channel's brand is ugly things and ayakadai. Ayakadai literally translates to this, what I'm doing right now. Ayakadai means like literally means like grandma stories. As my friends, a phrase that I could write lettering art with, and they are all as dumb and stupid as I am, so yeah, so there's that. So first one is our depressed queen. She hates life, she hates everyone, she hates people, and she's super antisocial, and she loves to be on herself, except for like two people whom she can talk to. So I asked her what I should calligraph. She was like, write dream. I was like, no, tell something ugly. I should not go against my brand. So she told me ulagam. Ulagam translates to world in Tamil. So I'll be writing that word in for calligraphy. You guys how to do with this. To find it like almost everywhere, and almost all stationery shops have this Camlin brush lettering pen. Or if you are literally lazy and won't get out of your home, you can order Camlin brush pens from Amazon. Or the friend who told me to write this phrase. So our queen is constantly anxious, okay? So our queen, and when I asked her, she told a ton of things that she's constantly anxious about. So I was like, okay, content. So I started I was like, here, and I'm here to like write those phrases. So I'll teach you guys how to write. So it's the same exact thing, okay? So like upstroke thin, downstroke thick. So what I would suggest use that practice upstroke and downstroke, a page full of upstroke and downstroke. Do an upstroke, a thick downstroke, thin upstroke, thick downstroke. I will like mark you guys. So you can see this was a downstroke and this went up, so this was an upstroke which is thin, okay? And this one another downstroke, so it's thick. And this was an upstroke, so this was thin. So this was another downstroke, so this was thick. And this was an upstroke, so this was thin, okay? And likewise for the whole thing, wait. So I've written the whole thing for you guys. Like write almost all words that she told to write, like this, like beautiful words like this, like yeah. I wrote the phrase kill us, but the word I'm bored turned out to be a fail because I ran out of space. And like, yeah, you can like see this. So the thing is upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, and like have to like go free, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, and like so on. Yeah. We can't stop talking about Palestine, that it's not a trend anymore. We can't treat a freedom of country like a trend, okay? Unless or until Israel frees Palestine, the people from the country can't live properly. And our voices matter. Our voices matter a lot. So don't stop talking about Palestine, please. And don't treat a freedom of a country like a trend. The art and the name brush lettering came to this form of art only because of the actual thing was from brush lettering. Okay, so like that was a brush pen, like, so this was a paintbrush, so we can do the art even in this form. Like, this is the most authentic form. And I calligraph, just the few calligraphy that I did before was actually not ugly at all. And I was like, you know what, I have to do something ugly, and because I have to stay loyal to my brand. So I asked my best friend who knows everything about me. He was like, what phrase should I do? And he was like, do ugly, write ugly. And I was like, so I'm writing the word ugly. Okay, so same, upstroke, downstroke, and do upstroke, downstroke, and downstroke. Oh shoot, wait, it's becoming a bit. Oh my gosh, wait, oh my gosh, I don't have the right. What's the most beautiful thing is that what I'm trying to write ugly is so ugly. Okay, and like it's staying loyal to its own words. So yeah, so ugly things deserve to be called ugly. Okay, look how ugly this is. Wow. Oh my god, this literally looks like chicken pox. That's the three methods that I know. Also, I think I'll be ending this calligraphy thing with I'll do a page full of every word, and like with extra phrases that my other friends told, with like what names of my friends whom I should write. Like I asked them, I for ending I wrote the I used the ugly brush pen to I wrote the ugly I used the ugly paintbrush to wrote a normal color pencil of my another friend's a spirit animal. I think with that I wrote my name 100 times, because I asked my another friend, and my another friend is another narcissistic ass, and he was like, write my names 100 times, so people gonna modern day problems want modern day solutions. So I wrote this. And also the positive friend, we asked him, and he was like, write chronicles. That's what came to my brain, and I was like, okay, I'll write chronicles. So I wrote chronicles with like stars around it, so it would be more positive, though it looks like a serial killer murder wrote something. And also look at this ant, let me kill it. I killed it. Okay, fine. Oh my god, it still did not die. Okay, like, though it looks like a serial killer's art, it has motivation, it gives its positivity. Okay, it's positive serial killing. I don't know why I'm holding her. Oh man. I don't know why I'm holding her as if I'm about to drink her. Weird habit of holding things in my hand so that I can flaunt with it. Yeah. So if you guys have watched the video all the way through of me flaunting my ugly talent, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you I'm doing calligraphy only because I'm good at it, and only because it gives me like a kind of like, it's kind of like stress free. You don't it's you're under no pressure to do it. Your handwriting is beautiful the way it is, the way like, don't worry that you can't write like in the cliche pretty way. Your handwriting is beautiful and pretty in its own self. And unfortunately, I'll be coming back. Bye.